Hey guys, what's going on? This is Travis P11. I'd like to welcome you back to the channel. Well guys, summer's here and I think we definitely need to make a few range trips, and to start things off right this summer, we'll be taking this Glock 32. This is a Gen 3 model chambered in 357 SIG to the range. What I'm going to show you is just some basic out-of-the-box, unmodified accuracy shooting at 4 different distances, what I'd consider target distances. Now, usually I go 5, 10, 15, and 20 yards. This time we're going to go 7, 10, 15, and 20 yards. It seems like 7 yards seems to be more the standard these days that I'm seeing in range videos and reading in magazines and so on. I'm very, very excited to take this pistol to the range because, for one thing, I've never fired 357 SIG before, and for the other is that I am a huge fan of 357 Magnum. Now, if you know anything about the 357 SIG, it was basically designed to mimic the ballistics and energy of a 125 grain 357 Magnum round, one of my favorite revolver rounds. So it's going to be interesting to see what this feels like through a semi-automatic pistol. It is a hot little round, but before we check out the ballistics of the ammo that will be taken to the range, I want to let you know that this pistol is on loan to me from Stan, the owner of SS Pawn in Lexington, Nebraska. This comes from Stan's private collection. Now, Stan does loan me firearms to bring to you on the channel. Take them apart, clean them, take them to the range, shoot them, give you a tabletop review. You're getting an unbiased opinion because I don't own the firearm. It's just simply being loaned to me. And again, I'm just going to bring you the best opinion I possibly can. So let's go ahead and support SS Pawn. Now, just a quick heads up on that. If you are going to order from SS Pawn, just bear in mind that it may be an out-of-state business for you. So you might be looking at possibility of a transfer fee and or shipping fees. So just keep that in mind, although SS Pawn has got some great prices. So anyway, let's check out the ballistics of the ammo that we'll be shooting today at the range, and we will go from there. Okay guys, so the ammo for today's range trip, will be taking Sig Sauer brand 357 SIG, 125 grain full metal jacket, brass cased ammunition. It has a muzzle velocity of 1,356 feet per second, and it has 506 pound-feet of energy out of the muzzle. And then the other ammo we're going to take is just some Winchester white box, also 125 grain full metal jacket brass case ammo, producing 1,350 feet per second at the muzzle and 506 pound-feet of energy out of the barrel. So ballistically, very similar in performance. I will warm up with quite a few rounds of each box before I actually start doing the range test, before I actually start looking at the accuracy itself, just to become familiar with the round. If I had a little more experience with this round, I would probably just go right into the silhouette shooting, but I want to make sure I can bring you the best accuracy I can. Then after that, we're going to go ahead and shoot some steel targets just to play around and see what kind of takedown power this round has. So guys, stay tuned. We're going to have a great time. So what's a little bit surprising here is that on the initial target that I just showed you, I shot the 6 hour ammo better than I did in the Winchester, yet when I shot the 6 hour ammo on the silhouette target, I was pretty far out there. I swear to God, I had my bullseye right here, and this is where I was pushing it, but it's my stance, it's my trigger pull. It's definitely not the gun. I really, really am getting comfortable with this round. Man, I'll tell you, it's like, you know, more kick than a 9, but less kick than 40. Just the way that it feels in your hands. Definitely less muzzle flip than a 45. Really does remind me of that 357 Magnum round out of a revolver. But I got to tell you, that recoil spring, the double action system, or just a semi-automatic system that you have in the Glock, really reduces the recoil. I mean, it's a very, very comfortable round to shoot. So I'll have to go back and check the instant replay to see how my shots were placing. I'm assuming they were spreading wider as I was moving back. Now, moving over here to the Winchester ammo, you can tell that the overall group is just tighter overall. I had a little bit of a flyer down here, but overall I brought it together much closer. Definitely an acceptable zone for self-defense. Taking it all the way out to, let's see, what did I say, 60 feet, 20 yards. I can live with that, and I was getting much more comfortable with this round by the end of the second magazine. I think with some practice and, you know, a little bit of hard work at the range, you can definitely get it right where you want it. So, man, I'll tell you, I do like it. What's bad about it is it's kind of a pricey round, yet you've got more takedown power than what you're used to with the 9. But what I feel is a much more controllable round than 40 or 45. And obviously because it's just different ballistics altogether. So let's go ahead and shoot some steel for a little bit, and we will go from there. And just a little side note here, we'll be alternating between 6 hour ammunition and Winchester in the same mag. We'll do a SIG, a Winchester, SIG, a Winchester. So hopefully we have some consistent shooting. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Well, guys, we had a lot of fun today with the Glock 32 Gen 3. Accuracy, I feel like it can be accurate, but it definitely takes a little bit of practice. I mean, no news there for you. I mean, where you point it for the most part is where the rounds are going to go. What surprised me about it the most was there were times where I swear I had that front dot and that rear side aligned, and I put it right there, and I fired, and I missed my target. But again, it all comes with practice. And again, this is just the first shots right out of the box. No issues, no malfunction with Winchester white box and 6 hour SIG 357. Something interesting about the ammo price, I paid $29 for a box of 357 SIG at Walmart, but I only paid $22.49 at Cabela's for 6 hour brand 357. Now, even when that SIG ammo is not on sale at Cabela's, it's still $24.99. So either or, you're going to be okay. If you got Cabela's nearby, stock up on the SIG ammo. Runs great through this beauty. Had a blast with it. Stan at SS Pawn, I want to thank you again for letting me borrow this pistol, for taking it out, kind of running it through the ringer. Had a great time shooting steel, had a great time shooting targets. Just like any gun, guys, you practice with it more, you're going to get a lot more proficient, and that's what's most important. So guys, from the Rob Jeffrey Firing Range out here in central Nebraska, south of Lexington, Nebraska, I want to thank you for joining me today. A lot of range trips coming up for you this summer. We're going to have a great time. Guys, you can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. I'm also on gunchannels.com. We've got a weekly podcast called The Caliber Corner, which is 8 a.m. Central Time over on gunchannels.com. Get over and get yourself an account. It's free. Make sure you check out guntube.org. I do, from time to time, load some videos up over there, too. And that is a growing platform. It's only going to get better as time goes on. So there you go, guys. Thanks for joining us today. We had a blast today. We had a lot of fun. Tabletop review will be coming shortly on this pistol. But in the meantime, guys, I want you to have fun. I want you to be safe. And as you know, we will talk to you soon. All right, y'all take care. Have a good one. Bye-bye.